In this video, I am going to make sure that you will be able to maintain your class materials and resources on the LMS per the Lawrence Township Department of Instructional Technology Professional Development Plan, first 21 days for next year. So I'm going to just show you the simplest way. You will see on the next page more in-depth things that you can do, but we're going to keep it simple for now. So as you all have done in your test course, you have downloaded this template. So you've probably filled this out with your information. You may not yet have your course description filled in, which you can do by editing here, probably this summer, as you decide what you're going to be doing and your expectations for next year. But the other piece of this are course materials, and this is linked to your modules. So as you've learned, modules are a really good way to organize the material so it's easy for students and parents to find. There are lots of different ways that you can do this. So the simple way we will be able to do this, and by the way, you have these examples on your test course that you imported, and feel free to delete them when you're done looking at them. But if we go to create a module, and so say this was whatever materials we used for Tuesday, 5/13/14. Okay, I don't need to do any prerequisites or locking or anything. It's just going to be a good way to organize. So I have that right there. So I can add simple files. That means if you want to upload, say, a PowerPoint or something, you could hit New File, choose the file, go into your library, your H drive, whatever you want, and you can choose something to upload. So let's see, Persuasive Essay, period 6. And then just add item. So if this is something we used in class that day, students would be able to find the date and see that file. Okay, so as soon as it's done converting, they will be able to view that file, and that's how they would get their resources. Now, unfortunately, when you do add a file this way, it has to convert for the kids, but what they can do is click here and download the item if they'd like to open it. But that is a little drawback with that. So the best thing would be hopefully to use your Google Drive and be able to use the URL link settings. Especially if you use Google Drive a lot, this would be nice, is to add a external URL. So for instance, I've made a Google Doc here of a choice assignment that the kids did my cadre kids did in class. So I just want to make sure that my share options are changed to public. Anyone with the link can view. I'd hit save, copy, and then I can paste that URL here, name what it was. It was choice assignment, and hit add item. Now that resource, publish it, will be added to that day. Also, a lot of people use YouTube videos. So here's one of Slagle, actually, on task and focus. Real funny if you haven't seen that yet. But if I wanted to add that to my module, I would copy, hit add, and then video for Tuesday. However you want to name it, add it, publish it. Okay, so now when a student has this page up here, they can go to their daily course materials and know that on Tuesday, okay, these are the things they did, and they can click on them to get them. So it would have to download, I guess, for that, for them. Or a really good one, like I said, is the Google Docs. They can view that. and also they will see the video and be able to play it right in here. Okay, so that's how kids can find their materials. They'll be stored in the modules. So this one right here is the easiest way just to add content. Once we get into making digital assignments and quizzes, we can get more in depth to that, but most of you will be uploading files or external URL links. If you did want to do an external tool like BrainPop, you could click on that and say I wanted to do brass instruments, learn about the trumpet. Okay, add it. Now when my students are in the things for the day, they can use BrainPop and do this assignment. Oh, also I wanted to let you know, if something doesn't show up and it's blank, you always need to click your little shield up here in the right to load. They call it unsafe script. It's not, but you notice it makes this red thing happen here. Then the kids will be able to be within Canvas, log in. We do have a BrainPop login, and they can do whatever interactive lesson you want them to do. So those will probably be the main things that you will be doing. Now, when you go on to the next page, you will see more in-depth things as far as setting permissions as to what students have to do before they can view each thing and what requirements they have. So if you're interested in that, feel free to look at the next page. But that's definitely not something that you need to worry about for the beginning of school, because like we said in the spring plan, it does say that teachers will allow students to access to calendar, syllabus, and maintain course materials on the LMS. And because we now have this template, we have our syllabus, okay? Our calendar automatically will update down below on that. This is able to be sent out via listserv, so everything we put on our calendar will be there. And so we don't want this getting too bogged up, our course materials will just be linked right here. So all three of these expectations will be taken care of. Let me know if you need any help. Set up an appointment. Thanks.